In this past week, terrorists in Belgium attacked the airport in Brussels and a train station, killing around 30 people, injuring over 100 people. We Muslims, my dear brothers and sisters, unequivocally condemn these attacks. And we believe that this is a conspicuous terrorist attack, no doubt in that. And we also believe that no religion, and particularly the religion of Islam, would never tolerate these kind of acts. These are crimes committed in the name of Islam, atrocities, murder, that they call jihad, but it is not jihad at all. And the world should not be fooled with this rhetoric that al-qaeda and ISIS are spreading, that they are conducting Islamic jihad. They have nothing to do with Islamic jihad. Indeed, they are tainting and sabotaging the noble meaning of jihad. Jihad is not to go and kill innocent people. Jihad is not to shed the blood of innocent civilians. My dear brothers and sisters, in Islam, the act done in Belgium is not only considered murder and terrorism, it is considered what we call in Islam ghadr, betrayal. Those people committed these atrocities. They were not originally from Belgium. They were Muslims, refugees coming from Morocco, Algeria, and other Arab Muslim countries. They came to Europe, to Belgium, to find a welcoming country, a welcoming society, a society that gave them what they lacked back in their original countries in Morocco, in Algeria, in Iraq, in Afghanistan, anywhere they came from. This country gave them shelter, gave them refuge, gave them housing, gave them medication and health care, and on top of that, gave them freedom that they never enjoyed in any Muslim country. They can practice their religion freely, whether they are Shia, Sunni, Salafis. Of course, they were not Shia. The attackers were not Shia. They were not followers of Ahlul Bayt. But all Muslims in Belgium enjoy maximum level of freedom, and no one interferes in their life. Indeed, I've been reading about the Muslim community in Belgium. The vast majority of Muslims live in an area, in a district called Molenbeek. It's all Muslims, just like Dearborn. You go there, the restaurants, the businesses are all Muslims. It's a Muslim neighborhood. Muslims are enjoying their freedom. They have over 100 masjid, 114 imams. شو بدكم بعد أكثر من هذا? What do you want? Why you go after innocent people, innocent civilians, people who have never hurt you, people who have never been part of any political operation? Why you go after innocent civilians? If you guys have a problem with their government and its policies, why do you go after innocent people? Now look what happened, my dear brothers and sisters, when those terrorists, ISIS terrorists in Belgium attacked the Belgian nation. What happened? The popularity of bigots like Donald Trump and Ted Cruz went high. When there were many people criticizing Donald Trump for his bigotry, some people are becoming sympathetic to what he says when he talks about the shutdown and banning Muslims from entering the US. Ted Cruz is calling for monitoring of Muslim neighborhoods. Now, what do you understand from all of this? Do you know who is #1 voter for Ted Cruz and Trump? Al-Qaeda. Al-Qaeda is #1 voter for Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. Indeed, this is exactly what Al-Qaeda and ISIS want. They want Donald Trump to win. They want a man like Ted Cruz to win, so they can justify their filthy war that they call it holy war against innocent civilians. This is exactly what they want. They are timing their attacks during this very sensitive time so people like Donald Trump can win. People like Ted Cruz can win. And moderate people like Bernie Sanders would lose because he preaches tolerance, and those people don't deserve tolerance. This is what they are making out of this. And my dear brothers and sisters, I commend President Obama for taking a firm stand against bigots like Ted Cruz. He came out and he said, Ted Cruz, who is calling for monitoring Muslims, persecuting Muslims in America, he himself was persecuted in Cuba. His parents fled Cuba and came to the US as fugitives. They found dignity and freedom here in this country, not in Cuba, where they came from. And now Ted Cruz wants to turn America into another Cuba. That's the irony. So my dear brothers and sisters, I assure you, and I'm talking also to American people. Now, I hope that American people would heed my call and listen to what I say. That Al-Qaeda, ISIS are the biggest supporters of Donald Trump and Ted Cruz. Maybe not financially, but morally, they support Ted Cruz. They support Donald Trump's. Al-Qaeda and ISIS on one side, and Ted Cruz and Donald Trump are two sides of the same coin. One speaks English, one speaks Arabic. One speaks in the name of Islam, one speaks in the name of Jesus. One speaks in the name of the Middle East, one speaks in the name of the American people. But we have the same bigot and we have the same extremist who are collaborating with each other indirectly and sometimes directly. So, all I want to say is that these attacks in Belgium are condemned by every single Muslim, free Muslim, a true Muslim on earth. No Muslim would accept these kind of terrorist attacks. ISIS, and I said this for 1,000 times now, ISIS has killed more Muslims than non-Muslims. ISIS has no right to speak on behalf of Islam. Its hands is tainted and stained with Muslim blood. Al-Qaeda and ISIS cannot defend Islam because they are the true enemy of Islam. And therefore, we should not be fooled. We need to speak up, my dear brothers and sisters. It bothers me, it pains me to see that those people, Al-Qaeda and ISIS, are committing their atrocities in the name of Islam. And many people in this country are believing in them, that they are defendants of Islam. They are the ones who promote Islam, violent Islam, not knowing that they do not represent our religion. They have nothing to do with Islam.